I am thrilled to be here. Thank you for joining me. So it is summer in Nebraska. What is more summer to Nebraska than squash, zucchini, peppers, potatoes? I love flowering kale. This is a purple flowering kale, so this is gonna add a lot of dimension. And then I have the humble button mushroom. Today we're going to do a grilled vegetable dish. So what I wanna do is I wanna start with the peppers so that they can cook long enough while we're roasting everything else, because this is just gonna be the most time-intensive part of the dish. So straightforward, right down the middle. We're gonna go ahead and remove the stem piece here. We'll just take the inner out here. Now we can go ahead and quarter them so they'll cook a little faster. I just have some melted butter in a bowl here. You could use olive oil if you wanted. You could use bacon fat, pork fat. I like butter because as it browns, it just creates some nice caramelization on all your vegetables on the outside. So this dish for me is a lot of fun. I love cooking outside in the summer. Summer is my favorite time of the year to cook. Toss this all together here. So you don't have to worry if there's an overabundance of butter in the bottom of your bowl. There should be. You just want to make sure that these are coated really well. We're gonna leave all that excess butter in the bottom of the bowl for the next round of vegetables. I'm gonna go right to the grill plate here. So you can start skin side down. We'll get that skin nice and blistered here. So this is a great dish if you want to throw the baseball around in the backyard while you're cooking, or you want to sit and have a beer, because really there is very limited time in prep work. And after the prep, everything just goes to the grill. Top and tail your zucchini, and then I'm literally just going to split all the way down the middle here. I'll do the same with my yellow squash. Top and tail, save your ends for compost. All the way down the middle again. Okay, and then what I like to do with these, squash and zucchini are full of water. So essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up all these pores and we're gonna salt it so we can start to pull out some of that moisture. So you just make like a crosshatch. I'm going down about, I don't know, an 1/8 inch or so, diagonal cut all the way through the zucchini. Rotate 90 degrees, do the same thing. Hit these with a little bit of salt, and that's gonna pull out that initial moisture so that when we put them to the grill, they're gonna get a better sear. I like these russets. They've got a nice starch content to them. They tend to grill really well. We're gonna make a large sandwich here to expedite the process. Sometimes what I like to do is put a little weight on them. So I'm just gonna cover them in a little bit of foil here. I'm gonna take a nice heavy weighted cast iron on top. Now we're talking. Potatoes, I'm gonna go ahead and slice in about 1/4 inch rings or so. You can go right into your butter bowl with those. Woo! But that's exactly what you want. That awesome char. I'm gonna go ahead and put our squash and zucchini on the grill here. We'll do the onion. We're just going to top and tail in about 1/2 inch rings so that it's easy to maneuver on the grill. Then we can go back through and chop it just like we're gonna cut the squash and zucchini at the end. Button mushrooms. Just gonna go ahead, pop the stem out here. I've went ahead and I've wiped the caps of these off with like a wet paper towel. Pop the stem off, and then I'm gonna go right into the bowl of melted butter. I make this at home a lot because it's simple, delicious. It's easy. Butter, salt, grill, red pepper puree, parsley, done. So normally I would, of course, do this on the grill outside, but for all intents and purposes for you guys, today I'm doing it indoors. I do absolutely recommend that as you're cooking all these vegetables, you do it on an outdoor grill. We have all of our roasted red peppers off of the grill and in the blender. There is a school of thought that roasted red peppers, you are supposed to peel the skin. You absolutely can if it makes you happy. Today I am not. That is part of, I guess, the fun for me and the simplicity in cooking on the grill and cooking outside and summertime is, yes, it is a great step, but if you're using a powerful blender in the same vein, probably don't need to. So hot peppers, scoop of butter, healthy pinch of salt, apple cider vinegar. I'm a big fan of our friends at George Paul Vinegar in Cody, Nebraska, all Nebraska grown apples. And then you'll also hear me talk about garlic confit or roasted garlic a lot. That is what this is here. I'm gonna take a nice spoonful, about a dozen or so cloves, and a little bit of the oil. So what I love about doing vegetables like this on the grill, you get this great exterior crust on the outside of everything. It's crunchy, it's crispy. When it comes to the chopping, there's really not a ton of rhyme or reason to it. You just want to put everything in appropriate mouth-size bites. Okay, we'll just kind of pick it all up nice and gently here. My potatoes, my pepper puree already in the bowl. All right. Little rough chopped parsley here to go over the top. It's charred, it's roasted, but as you slice into all of these things, there's almost this like molten, succulent interior. And so there's just all of these different, textures going on. It's just really rewarding. Follow us on social media, all the usual suspects, where we share new tips, tricks, and recipes weekly of all my favorite dishes that I love to make at home. Do you have a fire extinguisher here yet?